Hey guys, so okay, welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. No one wanted to believe it was real, but Rantaro was killed just before the time limit. Now, Kaede and Shuichi must take on the class trial? That's it. Okay, my class trial? Our class trial. We're here in court prep, and I'm so glad they kept this music. This music always pops me up just before the trial. So let's go over our truth bullets one more time. Just let me refamiliarize myself with the case and what happened. Starting with Monokuma file number 1. The victim is Rantaro Amami. His ultimate talent is unknown. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 9:10 p.m. The victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected. Promotional video background music. The promotional video and background music that Monokuma played to encourage everyone to start the killing game. It was on full volume until the murder occurred. So I assumed it could be like some sort of brainwashing thing, but it also could be the fact that it was on full volume so no one heard anything. And no one heard Rantaro just get killed. Moving bookcase. One of the bookcases in the far left end of the library. After it's been moved, it automatically shuts itself to its original place when a certain amount of time passes. The bookcase moved back to its original place right before Kaede and Shuichi found the body. Right, but the sensor had been turned off, so we didn't get another photo when that happened, did we? So, yeah. And that's why there was no photo of... Oh, actually, never mind. There wouldn't have been a photo of Shuichi taking it down anyway because the sensor was on top of the bookcase. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. Card reader dust. The dust Shuichi planted in the hidden door's card reader. When it was checked during investigation, the dust was left exactly the way it was originally set up. So, we're assuming the killer, or anyone really, nobody went through the hidden door this whole day. They went the previous morning, but not since, because we sprinkled the dust back and it's still there. Receiver on Shuichi. The security alarm's receiver. A sensor was placed on the moving bookcase, so in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify Shuichi. Library vent. Connected to the classroom vent on the first floor. The vent grate was still propped open, exactly the way Kaede left it when they set up the hidden cameras. Rantaro's belongings. Rantaro's personal belongings. He had a key to his dorm room and a monopad. He did not have anything that looked like a card key. Maybe his monopad's the card key and it's just really bulky. I don't know. Obviously, I don't think that's the case, but you never know. Something could be hidden amongst his key or whatnot, right? Bloody shot-put ball. The bloody murder weapon found on the floor of the library. It seems to be the same as the shot-put balls in the warehouse. Stacked books. Library books that could not fit in the bookcases and were instead stacked on top of them. Nothing has changed since Shuichi and Kaede placed the hidden cameras. The books Kaede stacked in front of the vent were left exactly the way they were. But the books further down where the camera was, I feel like there's been a slight adjustment, and that one stack of books has been removed, right? Maki's account. Before the murder, 7 people went to the game room in the basement. Rantaro, Maki, Kaito, Tenko, Angie, Himiko, and Gonta. But Gonta had immediately locked himself in the AV room in the back. Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. After, Kaito and Tenko went to get Rantaro. The only people left in the game room when the murder happened were these 3, Maki, Angie, and Himiko. So why did Gonta run and lock himself in the AV room? Is it because he thought he couldn't contribute anything? Or something else going on? Rantaro obviously didn't go to the bathroom, he went to the library, to his doom. Okay. Sliding door. A sliding door in the AV room that leads to the hallway. The door was poorly made, and only opens wide enough to slip an arm through. It would have been difficult for a person to enter and exit through it. It is faced straight to the library's rear entrance, so you can see the other entrance is basically straight ahead. Maybe Gonta saw something when he peered through? I don't know. Let's find out when he presents his argument as to why he's stuck in the AV room. Lookout classroom. Kaede and Shuichi were on lookout in the classroom near the stairs to the basement. Although Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement, the two were together the entire time, until the receiver went off. It only takes that brief moment of time where Shuichi's away that he can get up to something, you know. Man, there's a lot of truth bullets in this case. Whew, this is going to be tough then. Classroom vent, connected to the library vent. Both Kaede and Shuichi were on watch until the security alarm went off. It was not possible for anyone to sneak into the library by going through the vent. Korikyo's account. During the body discovery announcement, Kyo, Miu, Kirumi, and Tsumugi were in the dining hall. Miu was in the middle of building a remote-controlled gadget. I'm gonna guess it's her drone that she constructed. Tsumugi had briefly gone to the bathroom and returned to the dining hall shortly after. Kibo's account. During the body discovery announcement, Kibo and Ryoma were in their own rooms. And because of that, all these accounts, Kokichi is determined to have been by himself as well. Front entrance photos, so we've got 4 of them. Cool. 4 photos taken by the camera facing the library's front entrance. The first photo is a shot of Kaede, Shuichi, Kaito, and Tenko running in, shortly before the body was discovered. So there it is. The second photo is a shot of Maki, Angie, Himiko, and Gonta running in after they heard Tenko scream. So Gonta reunited with the rest of his strategy meeting classmates, and they came through. Strangely enough, he's the first one through the door, probably because he said, "Get behind Gonta," and he busts through. The third photo is a shot of Kibo, Ryoma, Kyo, Miu, Tsumugi, Kurumi, and Kokichi running in after they heard the body discovery announcement. So we're basically all accounted for, right? That was 15 people. 16 is Rantaro, who's already dead. The fourth photo is a shot of Shuichi removing the camera for investigation. Something about this picture just freaks me out, eh? I think it's just like the one eye and his hand blocking the way. It gives me the shivers. Anyway, I've sort of got a feeling that this photo is not exactly the last in the series of events. It could be the first. I don't know. I suppose we'll see later on. Rear entrance photos. 2 photos taken by the camera facing the library's rear entrance. The first photo is a shot of Rantaro coming in. The second photo is a shot of Shuichi removing the camera for investigation. So he was holding his monopad in this photo. Hidden door photos. 2 photos taken by the camera facing the hidden door. The first photo is a shot of Rantaro opening the moving bookcase. The second photo is a shot of Rantaro attempting to remove the camera. And you can kind of see that there's a flash, right? Which means someone had turned the flash on because Kaede is certain that she turned it off. Alright, that's it. That's all our truth bullets. Suppose I better set up my skills, huh? Before we head on inside, so let me do that real quickly. Be right back. Alright, holy heck, there's a lot of new mini-games, I feel. Going through all the skills and you see all these random mini-games at the bottom of when they'll be helpful. I only bought one. It's lost in thought. It cost me like all my friendship fragments. Slightly increases the time limit in each phase, effective during all parts of the class trial. I just feel it's super helpful to have so much time to think. Everything else I can sort of work out and sort of manage without, I guess. So that's it. No more stalling, I guess. Let's head on inside and begin the first class trial of V3. Here we go. Start it? Hell yeah. It's time to figure out the truth. It's in session.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
God, it's Monokuma and his family overseeing this one.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will graduate from this academy.
So the basic rules are the same, thank you.
Also, refusing to vote will result in your death. So you better vote for someone.
Okay, that's a new one. Jeez.
Now let's get this crazy awesome trial underway.
Thankfully, it doesn't have to be a unanimous vote.
So, it's starting, huh?
Oh man, I haven't been in a trial in like forever.
Oh, so you have experience with trials?
Yeah, since I'm a leader of evil and stuff, I've done a lot of bad things.
So, what are we supposed to do? Where do we even start?
I wonder if his ultimate is even Ultimate Supreme Leader. I'm sure I've voiced that thought before.
Gonta never done trial before. Not sure where to begin.
Unfortunately, Gonta, you're gonna have to do a trial if you want to become a gentleman. This is a good test for you, okay?
First, let's breathe in. And breathe out. We need to remember our no-no-nos. No pushing, no running, no talking.
No talking.
But communication is the foundation of any discussion.
We should not worry about our procedure, especially since this is not a normal trial. Each of us will be serving as a potential culprit, lawyer, prosecutor, and jury member. Let us proceed with that in mind, shall we?
Cool. Thanks, Kurumi, for taking charge here.
Then might I offer the first topic?
Sure.
Don't fucking get ahead of us! You trying to start some shit?
Calm down. How about we listen first?
Atua has spoken. He says it is vital that we hear everyone's testimony.
I've already voiced my thoughts on who the suspect is, right? Or my suspicions.
I'm a good listener because my ears are clean. Once, I cleaned them so hard, they bled.
That's not good, Himiko.
I'll begin the conversation then. There's something I found curious. Why, I wonder, didn't the culprit take advantage of the first blood perk?
God, that's a heavy topic to start off with, isn't it?
I thought that was strange too.
I bet they just wanted to do a class trial real bad.
Someone mentioned that they wanted everyone else dead.
Then Monokuma's the culprit, the doi! Cause this whole class trial was his idea. Hoo yeah! Easy peasy! I'm a fuck.
Wait,
Oops.
is it even possible for Monokuma to be the culprit?
I didn't mean to cut you off, Mew, sorry.
Of course not! I would never do anything to you guys directly.
But indirectly, you're happy for us to, like, kill each other at your whim.
Even if you can't, it's a different story for the person controlling you, right?
Oh, yes, of course, that too.
Hmm?
You, yourself, Monokuma can't, but the mastermind controlling you, who's supposedly one of us, could, right?
Is it possible that the mastermind controlling Monokuma killed Rantaro?
Mastermind? What's that?
I don't know any mastermind.
Never heard of him.
Don't
You
play
guys
dumb with
are
me.
lying through your teeth.
Who's the mastermind controlling you guys?
The mastermind, huh? Odds are, it's one of us.
Mm-hmm. But one of us could just be helping the mastermind, and not the mastermind itself.
It's Keyboy over here. Everyone else thinks so too.
Does everyone really think that?
No, I don't.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Before we determine the mastermind, we must uncover the culprit.
So I guess we've moved on from the first blood perk discussion then?
Then we could start by determining the sequence of events. Let's take a closer look at the circumstances of Rantaro's death.
Let's do that then.
Gonta agrees with Shuichi. After all, Shuichi is ultimate detective.
Then let us start by reviewing the incident.
Alright, let's do this. We can find the mastermind if we work together. When this class trial is over, we'll know exactly who the mastermind is. And now the class trial has begun. As things progress during each class trial, non-stop debates will occur. Cool. Well, they've even got diagrams this time. So we've got time, selecting truth bullet, truth cylinder, weak spot, influence and focus gauge. During non-stop debates, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions in their statements. You'll have to use the truth bullets you gathered to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. So hang on. All the controls seem the same, right? Doesn't look like there's a silencer this time. So I select the bullets with WASD this time. Q, E, sorry, I'm just, oh, E's focus now? Fast forward to argument is escape. Confirm truth bullet, okay. It's a new keyboard mapping now for this game, so I better remember that. Move the mouse to aim the reticle and left click to fire. Aim for the gold words displayed in their statements. Those are the weak spots. There's a chance that the lies or contradictions are hiding within those weak spots. But remember, you might not be able to refute them all, and you have to use the right truth bullet. Compare everyone's statements to the truth bullets you have, and shoot your truth bullet at the proper weak spot. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh, I almost forgot. The new element! During the trial, you can concentrate using the spacebar to make time slow down. Oh, okay, so I can still use spacebar. This will also reveal a small red dot within weak spots called the V point. If you hit that with the correct truth bullet, you'll get an awesome V counter. Bullseye! V counters really improve your score and the number of mana coins you earn, so try that out. Ooh, okay. During the non-stop debate, pressing the F3 key will bring up the controls. Give them a look. Okay. Wow. So much going on here. And we start with 4 bullets.
Rantaro's body was found.
That was fast, holy shit.
Just before the time limit, right?
He was killed in the library.
Rantaro was alone in the library. The culprit could have snuck up on him.
What was he even doing in the library anyway?
He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason. Because he knew about the hidden door. That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing!
Okay. So just like in the other games, I'm going to let the whole debate play through before I work on firing my truth bullet. There's definitely a contradiction in one of those statements. If I present the right evidence, I can blow away that contradiction. So I'm focusing on Kaito's one here, because I don't think Rantaro's the mastermind. He was definitely killed in the library, though.
Rantaro's body was found. Just before the time limit, right?
I'm gonna go with his belongings because he didn't have the card
in the
key.
library.
Right?
Rantaro was alone in the library. The culprit could have snuck up on him.
What was he even doing in the library anyway?
He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason. Because he knew about the hidden door. That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing!
What the heck? It said left click,
No,
but
that's wrong.
I had to right click to destroy that one. Okay. Cool. Thanks, game, for trying to trick me.
Wait a minute. I don't think Rantaro was the mastermind.
Don't even think I got my V-Bucks.
Huh? Why?
Because Rantaro didn't have the card key to open the hidden door.
On his person, anyway.
You'd think the mastermind would have that card key on him, right?
Perhaps the culprit took the card key after killing Rantaro.
It's a possibility.
But none of the pictures show Rantaro holding the card key.
Could have been in his pocket.
So I don't really think he had the key at all.
Or maybe he doesn't need a card key. Maybe his monopad was enough. Maybe it's like not one that you swipe through the crevice, but rather one you just scan on top of it, maybe?
Also, if the mastermind had died there, this killing game would have already ended.
Maybe he has the control to open it on his monopad.
You are correct. The possibility of him being the mastermind is quite low.
Then how Rantaro know about hidden door?
And the same reason we knew about the hidden door. We saw some clues that there was something hiding there, like the scuff marks on the floor and whatnot.
Maybe he stumbled across it in the library. You know, like how Shuichi did?
Or maybe the mastermind told him about it.
What? Why would the mastermind tell him that?
Set him up.
To lure Rantaro to the library and kill him.
Does that mean the culprit and the mastermind are one and the same?
I would not think so, in this case.
That does seem plausible.
The mastermind wouldn't want to get their hands dirty this early into a killing semester. They'd rather have someone else do it. Like, remember in Trigger Happy Havoc, Sakura was the backup plan, if in case nobody killed each other, right? So Junko wouldn't have to get her hands dirty, or Mukuro.
It's very likely the mastermind knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap.
The mastermind knew about our trap this whole time?
It's possible.
This case may have become the perfect crime thanks to your hidden cameras.
A lot of blind spots because of them as well.
The mastermind knew about your trap and exploited it to commit their crime.
So after the mastermind lured Rantaro and murdered his ass,
Jeez, you have to talk about him like that, don't you?
they used Kaidiot and Puichi's hidden cameras to arrange the perfect crime.
Did they really take advantage of our trap, though?
Is this really the perfect crime? Are we in an unsolvable mystery?
No, we can work this out, guys. We just need to put our heads together.
I guess this is a dead end.
Oh, everyone's ready to just pack it in.
Wait, don't give up that easily. We already know the culprit is the mastermind. We gotta work together to find the mastermind. Then we can end this killing game.
You yap about teamwork and all that, but you still think one of us is the mastermind.
Yes, and I know that's a horrible thought.
But we outnumber the mastermind, right? Unless there's more than one.
But that's why I want to end all the terrible things happening to us. I'll defeat the mastermind and end this dumb killing game. I'll even use this class trial to do that.
Man, the confidence she's exuding.
Kaede.
I want to believe it, but he just knows something's going to happen.
Wow, looks like you're determined to face even a cold, hard truth. Then here it comes! The cold, hard truth.
Hit me.
Huh?
I already figured out who killed Rantaro.
Oh, really? Please enlighten us, because I've got a whole lot of truth bullets here that I still need to throw against you guys.
What?
Even Monokuma's sweet.
Cause if he's right, that would make this the fastest class trial to date!
But the fastest class trial to date.
How fast was the previous record anyway?
Real fast, let me tell you.
He was like a leaf on the wind.
Oh yeah, I guess now he's one with the wind.
Yeah, I think about him this time of year too.
The way he soared through the enemy fleet, all badass! Just to die like a little pug.
What are you guys talking about?
Shut it, you weirdos! This is an important conversation! Kokichi, are you serious about knowing who the culprit is?
The guy's lying through his teeth.
Yup. So, we all agree that the culprit knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap, right?
No shit! That's why they're not in any of the pictures. So who is it?
So whoever knew about the hidden cameras is the culprit.
Maybe there's another reason why they're not on the pictures. Maybe the cameras were turned off. Somehow. Maybe something went wrong.
So who the hell is it?
It's you!
Who are you pointing at?
What?
You made the cameras used for the trap, right? Obviously, whoever made the cameras knew about the blind spots.
Actually, it's whoever placed the cameras, but yeah, sure. Let's follow this line of thinking. Because Miu's the only other person we told. It's possible that she could have run her mouth off. Maybe someone overheard Shuichi and Miu talking.
Before breakfast was the only time someone would be able to sneak by.
What the hell brought this on all of a sudden?
Because you could potentially be a suspect, you know. So yeah, keep your trap shut until we clear your name, okay?
I just designed the cameras. I didn't know they'd get set up in the library.
But man, what's up with her? Like, as soon as anyone bites back, she gets all fragile.
If someone asked me to make cameras, I'd totally ask what they were for.
How come you never asked what the cameras were for, huh? Huh?
I pulled an all-nighter making them, and afterward just sorta passed out.
You're getting awfully worked up. Look at you. You're sweating.
You're getting all riled up.
I'm always wet. I'm just feeling extra sensitive, like these big boobs of mine.
Okay, alright, okay.
For someone so aggressive, you're kind of a wimp, huh, Miu?
Come on! Let me off the hook already. Do you want money? Is that it?
I want the truth.
Your pathetic excuses are consistent with those of a common male criminal.
Jeez, Tinko. Jeez. Everyone's starting to suspect Miu, but is that really okay? Not really. From here on out, blue-colored weak spots will appear, so these are agree points, right? If we call these weak spots you've seen up until now argue points, then these blue-colored weak spots will be called agree points. Hang on, let me just confirm. So I can fast-forward escape, sorry, yeah. When shooting agree points with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their statement, they will complement each other, resulting in a consent. From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. You can also V-consent, so if you're confident, give that a shot. Thank you for your time. Respectfully, System. Thank you, System. Bookcase, Carter to Dust, Corey Keogh's account, Kiba's account.
Why don't you just admit it already?
Keogh's account.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Mew?
No way! That's not possible!
Jeez, these
So
new
you knew
animations and
nothing
whatnot.
about the trap in the library?
This is pretty cool.
I'm telling you, I had no idea! Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library, okay?
The person who made the cameras would have known their blind spots too.
Yeah, well, I didn't make the cameras either!
Okay, you did. I figured it would be the middle one because that's what they were showing in the tutorial. Mew's so shaken up that she's starting to dig herself deeper with her own lies. I need to take her side. Rushing to judgment will only make things worse.
Why don't you just admit it already?
You're the culprit, aren't you, Mew? No way! So you knew nothing about the trap in the library? I'm telling you, I had no idea!
Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library, okay?
Ah, no chance to beat that.
I agree with that.
Focus too early. Oh well. Still landed the shot though.
I don't think Mew went to the basement either. Right, Kyo?
Of course she didn't. Mew was in the dining hall during the murder. I saw her there while dining on what I thought would be my last supper.
The pasta on the menu tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake.
Isn't that what Kyo said? That what the description was?
Don't feel bad for her. She got to eat her tasty grandkid on his birthday.
That's too sad to make sense.
That's Pops for you.
So there you have it. Mew's alibi.
But did the killer need to be in the library to kill Rantaro? Could they have set a booby trap? It's possible. So in that case, everyone's alibis go out the window.
You fucking slug! Why didn't you say so earlier?
I just saved your ass, okay? How about a thank you? Goodness me.
Good job, Kaede. Guess I shouldn't have judged you by your lackluster rack.
I guess she was talking about Kyo.
What Gilgamesh-level condescension? But which Grail War are you from?
Wow, another reference we don't get. You must be a hardcore loser.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes my hobbies just sort of slip in.
Hey! Don't be acting all cocky, Kokichi! You put my ass in the hot seat earlier! How about you just keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little abortion!
Okay.
That was really uncalled for. I only said that to find the culprit.
Okay, everyone. Jeez.
You're so mean!
Everyone stay on track. Stop doing personal attacks against one another, okay?
Okay.
And stop faking your
I feel
emotions.
a lot better now.
You little bastard.
Cool your jets, kid.
Tsumugi and Kirumi were both in the dining hall as well.
We can dismiss those four as potential culprits if they were together the entire time.
Unfortunately, Tsumugi did go to the bathroom.
No, not the entire time. At one point, Tsumugi went to the restroom.
Oh, so you brought that up after all.
Yeah, you going to the toilet is very suspicious.
It's true. I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall.
Oh? Did I hear that right? The restroom, you say? Excellent! I was waiting for this moment. I'm getting so excited right now!
Really? Is she gonna testify about what she did in there?
Ew! Why?
Did you take a firm dump? Or was it a soft one?
Jeez, guys.
Why are you assuming she was dropping a deuce in there?
But I really did just go to the restroom, not the basement, you know? Also, I don't think I was there long enough to be suspicious, right?
You're the ultimate cosplayer, though.
What does that have to do with anything, though?
You could have just disguised yourself as someone else while you were out.
Disguised? No, I don't do disguises.
But if she was only gone for a short while, like she says, there was no point in her going to the bathroom, getting dressed up, going out, doing the thing, coming back, taking the disguise off, and then coming back to the dining hall. Not to mention, of course, she's got Cospox, whatever that is.
I don't think that's possible, and I know the reason why.
The reason why Tsumugi couldn't have been in disguise is... Right-click.
I get it!
Gotta switch my fingers.
Tsumugi can only cosplay as fictional characters.
But I advanced
That's
the
what
text
cosplay is
with
supposed
left.
to be in the first place.
Okay, this will be a bit confusing for me to start off with.
Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable. It's so unforgivable that I break out in cospox if I even attempt it.
What are the Monocops doing in the back there?
Cospox was pretty gross.
I see. If that's the case, then there's no way you could have been in disguise. Sorry about that, Tsumugi. I just thought it was something to check.
That's fine. We should start discounting possibilities.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it at all.
Aw, Tsumugi is so nice. She's way better than Mew.
Well, fuck you too!
Getting back on topic, we now have alibis for the people in the dining hall.
So we know that Kirumi, Tsumugi, Mew, and Kyo can't be the culprit.
Congratulations to the four of you. You can all leave now.
Oh, we need them to help debate stuff.
Huh? Can they?
No, this is...
So what about the swines who went to the basement? They're all suspicious, right?
Most of them were together as well.
Which of us went to the basement?
Well, when Shuichi and I were on lookout, we saw... Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rentaro. So 7 people in total.
So the culprit is among those 7?
No. I don't think so.
But of course.
What?
Why are you laughing? That includes you too!
Excluding Rantaro, one of the 6 people who headed to the basement. Is the mastermind of this killing game? The person who's making us endure all these terrible things?
Why not torture the truth out of them? It would be the quickest method.
We can't rely on torture to give us viable information. They could be lying just to make the pain stop, Mr. Anthropologist.
Wait, please! No torture! My tolerance for pain is actually really, really low. I'll tell you everything! Anything! Just please don't hurt me!
Okay, well, since you're volunteering, go ahead.
Please just tell us what happened.
If the culprit is among that group, then wouldn't Maki be the most suspicious?
Why?
Just look at her. She could definitely kill someone.
So could you, you know.
Stop being so stupid. The culprit could easily be anyone, like Kaito.
Right, here we go.
What are you talking about? There's no way I'm the culprit!
Who's the culprit? Who?
Gonta is gentleman. Gentlemen not hurt people.
It's not me either. Murder sounds like way too much work.
I have an alibi.
Yep.
Who's the culprit, for fuck's sake?
They're not going to volunteer themselves now. Especially when they didn't even take the first blood perk.
We need to calm down. If everyone talks all at once, then we can't discuss anything.
It's all right, Kaede. We just need to listen to everyone's statements. You can do this, right?
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Listen to everyone's statements? That's right. I can pick out everyone's voices as they talk over each other.
I only went because I was invited. Why don't you ask the shady guy who invited me?
I guess we're the ultimate not musician. We're the ultimate pianist, so we've got the good ears.
What? You mean me? But I just said it wasn't me!
Don't thrust the blame onto me! You degenerate males and your thrusting! Ugh!
Not a bad girl, really. If you don't believe me, ask my mommy.
Really? I have an alibi. I'm the culprit too.
Okay, sure. Oh no, all three people are talking at once. Is this like the mass panic talk or something? I think I saw one of the skills to combat that. Everyone is clamoring to prove their innocence. There's a panic in the courtroom, not the disco. Oh, that's right. It's time. You will now be thrown into a mass panic debate, right? During the mass panic debate, 3 debates will happen at the same time. Okay. Cool, so there's still weak spots. Time. But remain calm. It's just like a non-stop debate. You're just hearing triple the opinions. It's simple, right? Yeah, totally. Why not? Aim at the conversation you really want to hear and concentrate to listen more clearly. Sort through everyone's opinions, find the lie or contradiction, and refute it. You can also use V-counter, so if you're confident, give that a shot. So let's look at the tutorial one right here. Rantaro's the only one who left in the middle of it. Not person, robot like Kibo. Yes, no, Kido. Okay. Sorry to take up your time. Thanks for being a sport about it. Okay. How much time do we have?
I have an alibi. A little bit suspicious.
I would never punch a foe from
I'm
behind.
the guys who wanted to sell in the
Focusing on Tinker
A
right
true
now.
Aikido master would never do something
You
so
talking about
dishonorable.
me?
Punching's permitted in
Strategy meeting
Aikido?
together, remember? Rantaro's the only
Neo
one who left in
Aikido
the
even
middle of
uses
it.
wooden swords.
Robot? Like Kibo?
This is
None of us
crazy.
there could have killed him.
God, Buttertour.
So there's no weak spots in Tinker's one. All the different voices are confusing me. But Kaido's statement was the most suspicious, right? Or was suspicious. I'll be fine, as long as I stay calm and listen for everyone's unique voice.
I'll prove my innocence to you guys.
Well, we got Maki's account because
I would never punch a foe from behind.
Gonta's the one who went into the AC AV
true
room, sorry.
Aikido master
What?
would never do something
Are you
so
talking about
dishonorable.
me? We
Punching's
were having a
permitted in
strategy meeting
Aikido?
together, remember? Rantaro's the only one who left in
Right click.
Robot?
I
Like
hear it.
Kibo?
Phew. That's gonna be crazy later on, holy hell. Okay.
Wait a minute, Kaito. Wasn't there someone else who disappeared other than Rantaro? That idiot already forgot. Gonta also left during the strategy meeting.
Yeah, he locked himself up in the AV room and... Hey, wait a sec! Idiot!
God.
Is that right, Gonta?
Yes, Gonta, can you please explain yourself?
Yes. Gonta watched Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma.
You weren't watching the other movie on that other shelf, were you?
Were you trying to imagine yourself as a huge mantis with swords for hands?
Oh, come on! How is looking at bugs supposed to put you in a fighting mood?
He's Gonta.
Ah, terrible idea. Like putting ketchup on a hot dog.
But why did you lock the door?
'Cause Gonta need focus. Everyone suspect Gonta? Why?
You ran off by yourself, locked the door to watch a bug movie. Like, this is suspicious, Gonta.
Because you don't have an alibi.
Oh, Gonta just need alibi?
Yeah.
Okay, Gonta will get alibi. Just tell Gonta where to find it.
You can't find it anymore.
The way this debate is going, this will be difficult to refute.
What will you do? Without an alibi, we'll all choose you.
We've got other people without alibis as well, you know.
Gonta, please understand that in order to reveal the truth, you must also participate.
But Gonta not sure where to start.
You just have to tell everyone why you couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
If you're not the culprit and we all vote for you, then we're dead too.
So we need to know the truth here, buddy.
Our lives are riding on your word. You got this.
Okay, Gonta will try, for everyone's sake.
Fight, Gonta!
I like that laugh of Angie's.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Cut it out, you fucking bobblehead!
God, please, can we cut the insults out? We need to find the killer here. This debate is getting loud and heated, but if I just focus on everyone's voice, then hopefully we can expose the mastermind. Okay. Everyone, concentrate. Clear vent. Let's do this.
Gonta not culprit! Cause to leave AV room,
sliding door.
Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too.
Mm-hmm. The sliding door across from the rear entrance, correct?
Fortunately, it doesn't work.
That sliding door, you can quickly go in and out of the library.
Then he got past the camera somehow and killed Rantaro. Well, that's settled. Let's go home.
Is not settled? Gonta not culprit!
I mean, he's a big guy. It's going to be hard for him to just dodge the cameras. Could Gonta have gone to the library from the AV room without anybody noticing? Could he really have done it?
Gonta not culprit!
Because to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway. If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library. AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too.
The sliding door across
from the rear entrance,
correct?
Here we go.
With that sliding
door.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Remember this time to right-click.
It's not possible to use the sliding door.
You saying I'm wrong? You got a lot of ass to be contradicting me.
I was just agreeing with you before, and now that I'm going against you, she's mad again.
Did you mean to say sass? I think you left out an S.
The sliding door always jams. You're only able to open it a crack.
Unless there's a trick to opening it, which we're not aware of, and nobody else is because there was a lot of dust lining the door, right? So it's proof that the door wasn't opened fully.
The only part of your body that would be able to go through is your arm.
And there was no indication of the door being forced. There was dust on the track.
I mean, maybe they could argue that you just need to throw the shot put ball through the door. If the other door's open, you get Rantaro in the back. We've seen how strong Gonta is, but I don't know, I just feel like that's a bit of a stretch now, isn't it? Could it be? That would be crazy if that's what happened. The sliding door opens slightly, puts his arm through with the shot put ball in hand. If the other door's open, he just tosses the ball through it. But if we look at the photos... Sorry, I just really want to discount this random theory I've got. Yeah, the bookcase is open, you can't see the door, so there's no way that shot put ball would have reached Rantaro. Okay, cool. Just wanted to sort of cross that off the possibility list. Yeah.
In other words, the chance they came out the sliding door is 0.
I see. So I made a mistake. How rare.
It's not that rare for you to make a mistake. Your entire existence is a mistake.
You can't use that. She already called you an abortion. So, you know, you can't just reuse insults here.
You vicious little...
If Gonta couldn't use the sliding door, then in order to get to the library...
He'd have to go through the game room, but I didn't see him at all.
Neither did the others.
See? Gonta tell you he not culprit.
Good on you, buddy.
No, we cannot confirm that just yet.
Oh, is Kurumi gonna say what I think? Or what I thought?
My apologies, Gonta. I do not mean to put you on the spot like this, but... because I promised to do my best, I will fulfill that responsibility.
She's not here to mess around.
Are you saying Gonta could still be the culprit?
There is the possibility that Gonta killed Rantaro from the AV room.
Right.
From the AV room? How?
Oh! I didn't know that was a possibility.
Not only could he have killed Rantaro from the AV room, but also... he would not appear in any of the pictures from the cameras placed in the library.
I wonder if the camera would have taken a photo of the shot put ball flying past.
Whoa! Perfect! But wait, then how did Gonta kill him? Well, it's obvious to this glamorous girl genius. But maybe explain for these dimwits.
Yeah, totally.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library.
Okay. Thankfully, I've already prepared for this argument.
The AV room faces the rear door of the library.
Just like literally a minute before it came up.
Because of this, it is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantaro while he was in the AV room.
But how though?
In order for the murder to take place, the rear door of the library must be opened.
But it's also tough for him to, you know, to put enough force in the throw for the shot ball, right? Because if he can only fit his arm through, he can't exactly like lean back and do it. And the guy's not accurate.
Wait
it's
a
a pretty.
Isn't that impossible?
It's a pretty crazy shot to land. You know, you have to be very accurate, and the only person who could probably do that would be the ultimate tennis pro.
The AV room's sliding door doesn't open.
Or the ultimate baseball star.
You can't get into the hallway.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Maybe Rantaro left it open.
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item in the AV room.
A particular item in the AV room? Wait, what now? What are we talking about? I've got no idea. No clue. No, not. Oh, this.
I get it.
Because you can make that into a pole.
Is it the projector screen?
That is correct. You can make a long pole if you roll up the screen.
Okay, gotta stay on top of this.
It would be possible to reach the library door with it.
Really? It's that long? Ah.
If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door, then you can open it.
Jeez.
The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Now, I don't want to sound, you know, kind of vicious here, Mr. Gonta, but are you sort of smart enough to come up with this plan? I don't know. And see, look, I can see the stack right there. There's just one book, and it's open. And that gap at the top, see where Kaede stacked all the books? There's one gap there, and it's right above the camera. That's where I think the shop-up ball was. But no one's mentioned it yet, so that's why it's kind of making me nervous.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Oh my, how honest.
I mean, he can't really deny it. He's pretty tough. He's showing us his strength.
But if you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
No, the way we placed it, it was taking a picture only if someone walked inside.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Yeah.
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us?
You can then throw the shot-put ball.
Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantaro while he was still in the AV room.
I like how she makes her argument like it's fact. He killed Rantaro. She doesn't say he could have killed Rantaro. If Gonta killed Rantaro in the library while he was still in the AV room, then...
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Wait! Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait! That's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
Some of the faces Tinko make, honestly.
Yes, the act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
But could Gonta really be accurate enough to throw it from that distance? And I know he's strong, but still.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
It's a stretch.
Rantaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well. As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
That's quite the distance, though.
Mm-hmm. What the hell
And that
happened?
shot put ball was pretty heavy.
Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover.
Yeah, just his fingers.
It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Yep, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Okay, that's cool.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Yes, probably.
Okay. He's honest to a fault, this guy.
You're too honest, Gonta.
But he just wants to be gentleman. And gentlemen never murder.
You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter.
Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
How the hell are we going to refute this? The photos, right? If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the mastermind. I can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everyone to the right answer. Okay. Let's do it.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit!
Let's go with the moving bookcase.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse and the AV room door
Whoa.
do line up with one another.
Things got really
There are no obstacles in the way.
fancy. Yes,
If
the moving
one
bookcase.
opens the back door of the library,
That's the obstacle.
one could throw a shot and strike true.
No way the average person could make that shot. But with superhuman strength like Gonta's, it's a different story.
Afterward, to close the back door to the library, he would have used the rolled-up projector screen again.
See? That's all there is to it.
Nope, I've got something to refute that. Is this what we're going with? No, this doesn't sound right. Actually, the situation at the library was different than what everyone remembers. Everyone's on the wrong track. I need to guide them to the right answer. If I don't, we'll never expose the mastermind.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit!
You go, girl. Let's do it.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse and the AV room door do line up with one another. There are no obstacles in the way.
Oh, I missed the
No,
beat.
that's wrong.
Oh well.
It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room.
Unless he threw the shot put ball through the bookcase, but I didn't see any hole in it.
Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta.
Obstacle?
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed,
see,
it should have been open.
You guys discussed this for 20 minutes, I came up with it in 2. That's good. Lucky I quickly reviewed the truth bullets before then.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
Photos.
I get it! It's in this picture. Here, look.
Feels so good.
These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
Good.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
Yep. He's stuck in the AV room by himself doing God knows what, watching a bug movie supposedly, but I don't think there's any way for him to kill Rantaro.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
You can't just make him the culprit, otherwise we die.
Sorry!
Don't apologize.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, Gonta understand. 'Cause we gotta find culprit.
Oh, good. Good on you, Gonta.
Well said! For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Reasonable degenerate male.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap!
Uh-oh, Monokuma's getting bored.
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time!
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
Of course you are.
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
Yeah. Now where do we go from here? What's the next
Do we
argument?
only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
From the warehouse.
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
No, no. You can't be saying that now.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
What if they're a woman?
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right?
Or if they're even human.
Ooh, they could be a robot.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone.
Yeah. Did he literally say, "I'm going to the bathroom, guys, be right back"? Or did he sound nervous when he said that? Did someone talk to Rantaro before all this happened? Like, what happened in the games room before he left?
It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes! But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Yeah. We're not.
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Well, Kaede is. I don't think so.
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct!
What did Atua say?
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, she's got a little earpiece. It's like a direct line.
Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua.
It's because she's a platinum member of the Atua Club. She's got the rewards points for it.
Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet.
Okay, here we go.
If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
So we're gonna hear Atua's testimony here. What?
You serious? There's a way to do that?
Super serious, brother.
Oh, God.
Your Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
A way for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras? Is that really possible?
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yeah, ha ha ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
So Atua is Monokuma? Because Monokuma knows. Alright. Library vent.
The culprit
Classroom
was
vent.
hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
No, I've got the front entrance photos.
Inside the hidden door!
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are...
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
I knew the culprit was a male!
Yahaha! Behold Atua's divine logic!
Wow, that was bright. I've never had to debate a god before. Me neither. I can tell there's a contradiction, but I don't... Angie's noticed it yet. I think she's meant to say I don't think.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
Nope, wrong. Okay. What do you mean? The mastermind should know about the hidden door, right? I think it would be easy for them to ambush someone from there. Screwed up. I need to think it over again. Well, in which case I'm going to have to use the card reader dust.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time.
That should have been the first one I chose. Sorry.
Even placed the cameras.
Where would
I was
they
just saying, because
have
everyone
hidden?
walked through the front entrance.
Inside the hidden door!
There.
No, that's wrong!
They definitely weren't hiding in the library, because everyone came through the door.
Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
I do, and I've got evidence.
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
Huh? The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog has lifted.
Oh, here we go. It's one of these.
You still got a ways to go.
Really?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, allow me to cut through those words.
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
It seems you've been contradicted. So this is what happens every time I refute an argument, huh? When this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown? For now, let's explain the controls. In this mode, you counter the other person's claim and argue against it. Move your truth blade with movements with the mouse, and align it with your opponent's claims. I don't know where I got camera from. Okay, so weak spot, mood, truth cylinder, truth bullet. Oh, it's supposed to be a truth blade. Left click to perform a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing. Right click to cut with a truth blade. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with a truth blade strike. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's neat is, if you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. 2 at a time gets you 2 seconds. 3 is 3. The more you can cut down together, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claim closely, and slice as many as you can. By doing that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. When the mood of the argument is in your favor, the debate will progress. So normal slash... move blade, okay. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. And then you'll have to deal with loss of progress. If you and your opponent's arguments are even, a blade block will occur. When that happens, left click as fast as you can to push them off. Isn't slicing and dicing opinions with a truth sword the bee's knees? Yeah, it's the dog's bollocks, alright. What? Not really? Well, you shouldn't knock it before you try it. You can also V-agree, so if blah 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 blah. Thanks for your time. Okay, I'm going against a convicted criminal. Rebuttal showdown.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, they could have been hiding there, you know? They took out Rantaro, then took off.
Lock. go. No chance against me.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I don't know how to argue against that one. I'm starting to see the holes in Ryuma's argument. I have evidence I can present that will break down Ryuma's argument.
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
There we go. Yeah, everyone ran in again. They didn't run in by themselves.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door...
Everyone walked in.
This is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in.
Just need to be more confident in my decisions.
This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream. And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement.
Everyone's accounted for.
You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures.
Nobody else, like, snuck it in.
It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it?
Sure does.
I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
It's alright, mate. I've done this before, secretly.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
Well.
Yes.
What are you thinking about? Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. Is he worried about something? Getting caught.
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
It's almost like they were invisible.
Like they knew where the blind spots were.
Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
Oh, that's not good. No, you need to be fully invisible.
Your upper half, to be specific.
Oh my.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
Still, that'd be a great Halloween trick.
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
Then we've got the vent. Obviously you can't get out of the vent. I suppose there's an argument that someone could have been hiding in the vent, and then once Shuichi and I ran out of the classroom, they could have climbed out of the vent into the classroom, then rejoined with the last group of people who came through with the body discovery announcement. But then there's the books piled in front of the vent, which kind of contradicts that theory, so they couldn't have reached the vent. So, yeah, it's kind of tough, isn't it?
How about the vent in the library?
Of course.
Maybe they came in through there.
We're about to bring it up at the same time.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
Only up until the sensor came off.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Then you wouldn't be the ultimate magician then, would you? It would be them, because they could do a full invisibility spell.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
But they could have snuck out of the library through the vent. That's right. We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. Guess we're gonna use the stack of books. Where is it? Here it is.
I get it!
Yeah, they were untouched.
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed.
And they wouldn't have had time to clean it all up.
While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
Nah, no way. It was so painstakingly hard to do that. We saw Kaede struggling a lot.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
Not to mention, if you've just committed murder, you'd be freaking... You'd have to be, like, laser focused to get that done before anyone else came in.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library?
The only other way is if they were in the hidden door, but there's another entrance to it, and they stepped out, they didn't need to use the card reader. But...
Maybe... divine intervention?
This is why I think it's just a booby trap that was set up. They didn't need to be in the library to kill Rantaro. He probably approached the camera. Something triggered the shopper ball from above to fall down on his head to kill him.
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Okay, here we go.
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
The camera intervals?
Huh? Intervals? What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals.
Okay.
So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
And who knew about intervals? Probably someone who messed with the cameras?
Mew, what's this interval you're talking about?
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me.
Yeah, come on, spit it out then.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds.
Great. That's wonderful information that you're only bringing up now.
Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
Well?
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
Shuichi, you knew about this.
What?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
Shuichi? I'm very disappointed in you right now.
How could you forget to tell me?
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter. I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
Okay. Strike one, buddy. Strike one.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
God.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot.
Uh-huh.
There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Kaede, now you're lying. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Alright, well, now we've got a new topic to discuss.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi placed go off when they pick up movement.
Alright then, thanks, Pooh.
From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
Hang on. So you're saying, so 30 seconds, right? Oh my god, this one. 30 seconds to auto-roll. So this, the flash would have gone off, he would have been alerted. 30 seconds later, he's here. Does that seem right to you? It seems like a 10 or 15 second job, right? Come in here. I don't know, we're gonna have to find out where this goes.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
There was only 4 photos, right? So, sorry, let's go back. So, well, they definitely wouldn't have come through the front entrance then, unless it happened here. But we're assuming this took place when he took the cameras down, in quotes. So they would have had to have followed Rantaro in within 30 seconds. Okay. Interesting.
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's a quick hit and run that they had to do then.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
The killer was very confident in their work.
That means the culprit was Mew all along, since she knew about the intervals.
Don't be an asshole! I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe you invented...
Who else knew about the intervals?
Maybe you invented a Mew robot, and that was the one in the dining hall.
Now, who was it again?
Shuichi.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
Can't be that simple though, right? Like, I know it... I've been leaning towards him, but why is he so, like, determined to investigate this case and whatnot, right? If he's the culprit.
Shuichi!
Hey, what gives, Shuichi?
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
You gotta explain yourself, buddy.
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
Yeah, you degenerate male.
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Why are you silent? Say something.
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the fifth now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
No way. Shuichi can't be the culprit. That's definitely wrong. There's no way. I refuse to believe Shuichi is the culprit. That's definitely not possible. Intermission.